A girl was deceived by her boyfriend during their relationship and took hundreds of intimate videos. She thought this was her boyfriend, who wanted to record their special fetish. In order to make her boyfriend happy, she always indulged his behavior. Who would have thought that the boyfriend's wallet accidentally dropped would reveal a painful truth? It turned out that from the very beginning of their meeting when he rescued her, it was all carefully planned by the man. Even his importance was calculated. All those so-called heroic rescues were lies. He had been scheming to take her body and soul for revenge against his older brother. As two major figures in the North and South cities, his brother had always been better than him. So he and his friends came up with this plan to humiliate his brother. They wanted to invite his brother to their engagement party. On the surface, they said they wanted to reconcile after years of rivalry, but in reality, they wanted to embarrass his brother by showing the girl's scandalous videos. The boyfriend shattered all of the girl's beautiful illusions about love. Her heart felt like being pierced by thousands of arrows. Not only was her dignity trampled on by men, but she also became a target of their insults. More importantly, she felt deep guilt towards her brother. Unexpectedly, her brother called at that moment. Although the brother was adopted, he had always treated her like a princess. For the past 3 years, she had left her parents and brother behind, secretly dating the brother's enemy, leaving all the responsibility of taking care of the parents and managing the company to the brother. Now, she had caused such a mess. If the brother found out, how hurt he would be. He could be embarrassed, but the brother definitely couldn't. So he promised the brother would end this relationship and get married to the person arranged by the brother in the North City 3 days later. The brother felt something was off but couldn't figure it out. Unbeknownst to him, the girl knew that if the brother found out, he wouldn't let those people live peacefully. She didn't want the brother to be sad or do anything crazy, so she decided to deal with the problem herself. Then, she returned to the boyfriend's apartment as if nothing had happened. From that day on, she wanted the boyfriend to regret everything he had done. The most urgent thing right now was to delete the videos that could ruin her and her brother's lives. At that moment, the boyfriend noticed the word "end" on the engagement day. What did that mean? To avoid suspicion, the girlfriend mentioned her brother. The boyfriend confirmed again to make sure the brother would come. After getting a positive response from his girlfriend, he felt relieved and went to take a shower. The woman then stole his phone, but without a password, she couldn't open it. She had to put it back as if nothing had happened before the boyfriend came out. The next day, she threw away all the couple items they had. Since last night, the boyfriend had sensed something was wrong with his girlfriend. The objects that proved their love were thrown into the trash without hesitation. He said it was because they were too old, but throwing away the couple photos was strange. However, he was overconfident and believed his girlfriend couldn't live without him, so he didn't think much of it. He completely failed to realize how much she now disliked being close to him. He was full of energy and ready to go to work. As soon as his girlfriend sent him off, she received another shocking news. It turned out the boyfriend had another fiancée, and the wedding date was just 2 days after their engagement. It looked like he planned to dump her on the engagement day and immediately jump into another woman's arms. She was extremely disappointed in her boyfriend. When she warned the fiancé to leave, the boyfriend found it amusing. Then he even reminded the woman not to waste too much time on this cold-hearted man. The woman got angry and started to give her fiancé a lesson. This scene coincidentally caught the boyfriend's eye. At that moment, his eyes were only on her, fearing that his girlfriend might not want him anymore. Then, to reassure his girlfriend, he immediately went to cancel the marriage. His girlfriend thought that this moment of the man's sincerity was genuine and that resolving the marriage was also sincere, but an accident changed her perception of her boyfriend. The man who had protected her at all costs was still lying to her from the beginning. If it wasn't for her installing a pinhole camera on the boyfriend beforehand, she wouldn't have known that this accident was also a carefully planned deception.